Sir, first question, sir, we'll just start with basics.
Right.
First generation entrepreneur. Being doctorate not considered as an entrepreneur. அப்போ ஒரு டாக்டர் குடும்பம், அதுக்கப்புறம் ப்ராஃப் இன் காலேஜ். ப்ராஃப் இன் காலேஜே ஒரு கொடுக்குற வேலை தானே சார், கிவிங் டு பீப்புள் தானே. ஸோ டுவர்ட்ஸ் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் ஒரு ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் பர்பஸ் என்ன சார் இருந்தால்?
ஓகே, ஐ மீன் விச் ஐ டோல்ட் தெம். இப்போ வந்துட்டு நான் 2 வேலை பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. I was teaching in the daytime in the college. Yes. Night time I was working. That was my first job, which I didn't want to elaborate for short of time. First job, because when the money was coming down, when I saw the advertisement, they were taking time to appoint, give the lecturer posting, letter kudukadukku. There was no money, so I went and joined in a hotel, Sudarshan, Ambassador Pallava that day. Now, those days it was called Sudarshan. K.R. Vijaya's husband, Velayadam, he owned it.
Right.
I got a little, like a guest relation, Mari, 150 rupees salary kudutanga. So there I used to go in the night. I used to be the bar manager kind of a thing. That's where this entrepreneurship bug bit me. There used to be a gentleman come there. Every day he will have 2 Royal Salute, one beer.
Okay.
This is standard. And the bill was nearly about 550-600 rupees those days. Because Royal Salute was one of the best liquor. Yeah. So then that Sudarshan Hotel was a star hotel. Why do you call that a star? Means when you get the bill you see stars. That's what it's called, star hotel. That's what they say. So my whole month's salary was less than what he was spending. I asked him, enna sir pandringa? He was a gentleman from, Paris Corners, a place in Chennai.
Yes,
he used to come from the very simple man. Where onnilla thambi naan poren irukra palaya cheppal plastic cheppal la edukren melt pandren bucket pandren avladha. So that is what hit me straight. And here I've done MCom. I've learned so much. I'm coming here, I'm teaching, and I'm making and working as a barman, 2 jobs. We call it moonlighting.
Correct,
Moonlighting. But I'm not even. I'm going 300 plus kudutundanga lecturer, and you're 100, 150. And he comes and spends 550, 600 rupees. So the Kolavari Mari and the Panaveri. I have to make money. The Kolavari in part and the Mari. That is the first thing. Today I can stand on the stage, jobs create panta, a passion, I'm going to give money, community service. But that age, when I was there in the first job, I said I wanted to be an entrepreneur not because of anything, only Panaveri, nothing else. That's my one simple thing, to make money. I didn't want to steal money because you have one rules here, follow the rule. Right? Correct. Make the rule, correct, but don't break the rule. That's what it is. So that Panavari is what made me an entrepreneur. I started with 60,000 rupees China Garden, where Hismahani Center in Nungabakam is there. So that's where I started.
Thank you.
So being an entrepreneur, nothing, I wanted to make money. That's what.
Perfectly fine, sir. I think எல்லாருக்குமே அந்த ஒரு பணவெறியும் இருக்கு. நியாயமான முறையில் போகணுன்றதுமே சார் சொன்னாரு. நம்ம எல்லாருமே அப்படி தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். சார், இப்போ நீங்கள் நிறைய நாடுகளில் நிறைய டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டீம்ஸ் பார்க்குறீங்க, வேறு கல்ச்சர்லேருந்து வராங்க. அப்போது ஒரு கல்ச்சரல் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங், ஒரு கொலேஷன் ஆஃப் பீப்புள், இதுக்குள்ளே செகண்ட் லைன் மேனேஜர்ஸ் எப்படி சார் டெவலப் பண்ணுறாங்க?
See, you can hear, maybe you should talk again.
The question is, நிறைய நாடுகளில் வேறு கல்ச்சர்லேருந்து மக்களை பார்க்கறதுனாலையும் அங்கே இருக்க டீம்ஸை மேனேஜ் பண்ணுறதுனாலையும் ஒரு மல்டி கல்ச்சராக இருக்கும்போது செகண்ட் லைன் எப்படி ரெடி பண்ணுறாங்க? அதான் சார் நம்ம கேட்குற கொஸ்டின்.
See, for this I'll give you the case study of in France வந்து hotbeds open பண்ணோம். Right, sir. We had a French guy as the baker.
French.
A white man. But I put 2 Indian boys because usually what I do is Tamil சொல்றாங்க, English and so on, feathers of the same bird, they flock together. So like that I employed 2 Indian boys and 1 Indian girl. None of the white man will walk in.
Okay.
The sales counterல பாப்பாங்க, வெளியில பாப்பாங்க, போயிடுவாங்க. So I knew why the product is good. அதே close down, அதே பக்கெட் வித்துட்டு இருக்கேன் பக்கத்து பேக்கரி போறேன் ஏன்னா they've employed a white girl whereas we have put in two Asians. So you understand, so we have to understand the culture.
Correct.
He is comfortable in talking to his own clan. Do you understand? And the same thing when we opened in the supermarkets in Arabic state of Doha or Kuwait or Muscat or in Dubai, I had to go to there also. I had to work out my numbers. If I had to get people from Lebanon speaking Arabic, it was expensive. Lebanese were expensive. So what I did, I went to cheaper countries like Syria.
Okay.
I recruited people who can speak Arabic language because the Arabs would like to converse in their own language. They don't want to speak in Hindi. They won't know in Hindi. In English, it's difficult for them. So to make them comfortable, the second line is retain. That is where the word comes, homework. You have to understand the problem, analyze, and not only analyze, you have to find a solution. That's what it is. So in Dubai, we could get the Arabic speaking Syrians. In France, I noticed people will watch, products are nice, they'll stand, they want to enter into the shop. In this side of the glass, why? So in a week, we have to change. I am not saying they're racist, they're only feeling comfortable with their own people. That's what I would understand.
இதே நம்ம பிராண்ட் இது பார்ப்போம் சார். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் இப்போ தேங்க்யூ தம்பி. நீங்கள் வேறு வேறு மார்க்கெட் செக்மெண்ட்டுக்கு ஏற்றாப்புல வேறு வேறு பிராண்ட்ஸை கொண்டு போய் சேர்க்குறீங்க. ஒவ்வொரு பிராண்டுக்கும் ஒரு வேல்யூ ப்ரொபோசிஷன் இருக்கும். நிறைய பிராண்ட்ஸ் வைக்கும்போது உங்களுக்கு எப்படி சார் தனித்தனி வேல்யூ ப்ரொபோசிஷன்ஸ் ஈக்குவேட் பண்ணுறீங்க? எப்படி சார் பண்ணுறீங்க?
See, we call it a chain of pearls.
Chain of pearls.
See, Saravana has got a different brand value than Sangeeta.
Where a market segmentation.
The same. They both are selling dosas, right, in Dubai. But Saravana can command a higher
elite
price. Anga vandu 9 dirhamna, Sangeeta will keep it at 7 dirhams. It's a secondary brand those days. இப்போ வந்து நிலைமை மாறி போச்சு சென்னையில், which சென்னைக்கு வரவங்களுக்கு தெரியும்னா the younger son is not focusing on. That's where you talk about the leadership and the laser sharp focus. The elder boy has got it. From one shop he's taken it to 92 Saravana Bhavans, whereas the younger one, his father had employed 7,800 people. Today he's got only 1,100 people.
Okay.
So the focus points. Do you understand? So when this kind of a brand value is attached to the prices, how much you can, the same dosa, same batter, the same urulakilangu da ulla podu, but perception, the people will say, okay, today we'll go to Saravana Bhavan, they don't mind paying 9 rupees, but when they come to Sangeeta, it was a secondary brand. And the most of the brands I've taken abroad is Indian brands, right? That's because, as I told you, know things what you do. I follow the immigration route. So if people are migrating to USA in San Francisco, we focus on San Francisco. So these kind of brands bring in people. I will just give you a small example of brand value. We opened, as I told you, in Central Station. In Central Station, when I opened Adyananda Bhavan and Saravana Bhavan, and my hot breads and Wang's Kitchen, up a Mary Brown or chicken bread, all this put together in 1,300 square feet.
Okay.
1,300 square feet had to be difficult. It's a difficult situation to put 5 people in 1,300. So we read the tender. It says 1,300 square feet. So I put a mezzanine floor. I built it.
Mezzanine floor.
Because they had height advantage. So I took Saravana Bhavan. They were doing per day 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs. Okay. With only 300 square feet ground floor and 1,600 square feet upstairs extension meals. Whereas the next door was the railways vegetarian light refreshment. You were heard of Vela Start. They were doing 31,000 rupees per day. You know what's the area they had occupied? 6,000
square feet.
So the brand value, why do people come to Saravana Bhavan? Do you understand? The people from Starbucks came to study how Mahadevan in that station is selling 18,000 cups of coffee. So when they came, suddenly I got a call from the US consulate. I've told in the meetings, 5 guys flew from
Starbucks,
Seattle to study should we open in India. And the consulate said, you come and see that. So the minute they came in, they say, where is your machine? What machine?
What machine?
We took that big decoction, how? This is what the machine? How does he get the froth? So I told the guy with my eyes,
அதான் வெண்டிங் மெஷின்.
That's it. So so this is where you get the froth, because if you go to Starbucks, the steam போடுவாங்க. இங்க steam it's our hand. So you understand. So 18,000 cups of coffee was sold. The guy who's walking to catch a train, he sees Saravana Bhavan. Our coffee idea illa. Hey, Saravana Bhavan irukra. Or coffee. Kudichittu povanda train ku. Time inni irukku 10 nimisham. So that is what the brand comes in, and this is how the brand value is created. Different brands, different weight. That's because of their quality, the consistency.
Consistency.
Absolutely.
ரொம்ப முக்கியம்.
Difference.
சார் இப்போ ஃபுட் அப்படின்றப்போ சாப்பாடுன்றப்போ எல்லாருக்கும் அதுக்கு ஒரு அபிப்பிராயம் இருக்கும். இப்போ வேற ஒரு ஃபீல்டுன்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டா கூட எனக்கு சம்மந்தம் இல்லைன்னு கூட விட்டுடலாம். பட் சாப்பாடு எல்லாருக்கும் அபிப்பிராயம் இருக்கும். ஒரே சாப்பாடு எல்லாருக்கும் பிடிக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லவும் முடியாது. இப்போ இருக்கிற ஜென்ரேஷனில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஃபீட்பேக் கல்ச்சர்னு ஒன்று இருக்குது. நிறைய பேர் ஃபீட்பேக் கொடுப்பாங்க. உங்கள் டீமை ஆர் நீங்கள் ஆஸ் அ சிஸ்டமாக நெகட்டிவ் ஃபீட்பேக்ஸ் எப்படி சார் ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுறீங்க? ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்லி இன் தி வேக் ஆஃப் சோஷியல் மீடியா அண்ட் இப்படி வர்றதுனால எப்படி சார் ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுறீங்க?
See, I mean, we have to, there is a team in Chennai, even Saravana Bhavanukku, and the 90 shopiyum varra, they have the page website la varra comments alla monitor பண்றதுக்கு சென்னையில ஒரு ஆபீஸ் ஓபன் they immediate reply. They're supposed to. I am not a tech savvy person. I don't monitor. It's their business. They do it. Right? So any criticism, as I said to you today, we feel that customer is a king.
True.
The other day, there was an elderly person who came to Ende Keralam restaurant. She came to Ende Keralam. It's a Kerala food restaurant. She didn't like the fish because it was a bit spicy.
Okay.
Right? And the next day, she sent the posting. So immediately my son, he saw the posting, and luckily she had left a number.
Okay.
He contacted, we delivered a meal free for her.
Okay.
Because how do you win back people?
Correct.
Confidence.
Correct.
Right? So never take the criticism easy. It might be a small. So today, the social media is a double-edged sword.
Exactly.
So you understand. So we have to listen to them. We have to correct it if you want to be a winner. But if you think that, oh, I've reached the top and I'm going to take it easy, see the story of Saravana Bhavan in Chennai. 380 crores Anachi was doing in 2002. Now they have come down to 92 crores. That's because, as you see in the Tattvangala, that focus is gone. That is what it is. So never take people for granted. That's what it is.
Sir, இப்போ நம்ம இண்டஸ்ட்ரி வந்து பர்சன் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக இருக்குது. வி ரிக்வயர் அ குட் நேச்சர்ட் பர்சன், டேலண்டட் பர்சன். எங்களை மாதிரி ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஸ்க்கு இது ஒரு பெரிய சேலஞ்சாக இருக்குது சார். ரெக்ரூட்டிங் அ டேலண்டட் பர்சனும் கஷ்டம், ரீட்டைனிங்கும் அதுக்கு மேலே கஷ்டம். Any tips from your side?
Yes, as I said to you, the only thing which had made me retaining people is make them a part of your business. 10% of the sale. Because first of all, recruiting is difficult.
Very difficult.
And the new Tirupur Lodge, it's in Palani. That's a very famous vegetarian restaurant. Now the guy says, I can't get our people to work. I'm bringing from Orissa. அவர் சுத்த பிராமணன். ஆமா, அவர் சொல்றாரு, சார் அவன் வெஸ்ட் பெங்கால்ல இருந்து வந்திருக்கான், மேலே தங்கிட்டு நமாஸ் பண்றான், நீங்க என்ன பண்றது? நான் ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. So to get people is so difficult.
Yes.
So எம்மாதானும் சமாதானம் உட்கார்ந்துருக்கேன் சார் இப்போ. So I am not complaining. Let him do. I am not getting people. So getting people is difficult. You train them, but then after getting the knowledge, even for 500 rupees they will shift. To retain them. So only incentive we worked out is the money. It matters. When money talks, people listen with interest.
Obviously.
And apart from it, as I learned from Anachi, we take care of the people. Do you understand? If they are sick, we immediately look after them. If the children need education fund, we attend on them. So these are the things, when he thinks you care for them, he will surely care for you. That's the only trick I've learned, and I've been happy. That's what it is.
Super, sir. So I think many of us work with a lot of bigger teams and the recruitment issues irukku dhaan seiyudhu. Specifically in the 2 வருஷம் COVID, as you said, even though they are not productive, they are not giving to us, நம்ம கொடுத்தது ஆக வேண்டியது இருக்குது. அண்ட் ஐ திங்க் எஸ்ல இருக்க நிறைய மெம்பர்ஸ் அதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணினாங்க. தேங்க்யூ சார். அடுத்து ஒரு பெரிய எங்களுக்கு கொஸ்டின் என்னென்னா சார், ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்லி ஃபுட் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியாக இருக்கட்டும், ஒரு க்ளோதிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியாக இருக்கட்டும், ஒரு எஜுகேஷன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியாக இருக்கட்டும், காம்படிஷன் எவ்வளோ நான் பார்க்கணும் சார்? எனக்கு அது காம்படிஷன்னா அவங்க பண்ணுறதெல்லாம் மைண்டில் வச்சு தான் என்னோட குவார்டர்லி பிளானிங்கோ மந்த்லி பிளானிங்கோ பண்ணணுமா? இல்லை பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் யூனிக், பிகாஸ் ஐ எம் இன் அ ப்ளூ ஓஷன், நான் வாட்டுக்கு பார்வையில் போயிட்டே இருக்கலாம்?
Never be afraid of competition. It's going to come. Okay. Right. When we opened bakeries now in Chennai, suddenly a new brand has come called FB Cakes. FB. Every 1 kilo you buy is giving half a kilo free.
Okay.
Right? So, but our cake sale never came down.
Okay.
Because the quality and the loyalty. We put that injection, hot breads, there's a brand. That's where the brand value matters a lot. So FB Cakes, first of all, he's selling for 650 rupees a kilo. And when you buy 1 kilo,
another half a kilo.
Another half. Whereas hot breads, a Black Forest is 850 rupees a kilo. My cake sale never came down because we monitor the quality and people find value for money. And when you build a brand, like any international place, why do people go to McDonald's first? A place after why it is okay. So when you are traveling, you don't want to fall sick. And that's what even today, a lot of people come to New York and tell us, Appa, it becomes like being in Chennai. We are happy with the quality and they are open to walk into the kitchen. We tell them, you wanted to go, meet the chefs. So that kind of a cleanliness we give. So never be afraid of Today, you will have competition. There will be cutthroat competition. FB Cakes. I mean, FB Cakes is what you're doing. Even the association had a meeting, how to stop them and all these things. I said, no. It is a free, democratic country. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. To retain the customer, as I told you, you have to run faster if you have to live. If not, leopard will beat you up, kill you and eat you. So beware of competition, but not to be afraid of competition.
Super, sir.
That's what it is.
Super, sir. I think, sir, be aware of your competition, but don't be afraid of your competition. என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னு பார்த்துக்கங்க. எங்கெல்லாம் நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்ணுமோ சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம். பட் இஃப் யூ ஆர் குட் அண்ட் குவாலிட்டி இருக்குன்னா பயம் வேண்டாம். சூப்பர் சார். இப்போ சார், எங்களை மாதிரி நிறைய பிஸ்னஸ் ஓனர்ஸ்க்கு அடுத்து ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு சேலஞ்ச் என்ன அப்படின்னா, சக்ஸஷன் பிளானிங் எப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும்? இப்போ நீங்கள் உங்கள் சன்னுக்கு கொடுக்குறீங்க, அதுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்பெசிஃபிக் ஏஜிங் இருக்கணுமா? இந்த பிஸ்னஸ்க்கு ஒரு ஏஜிங் இருக்கணுமா? இல்லை இந்த பர்சன் கண்ணுக்கு முன்னாடி தெரியாதுன்னா ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாமா? என்ன சொல்றீங்க சார்?
See, I mean, எப்பவுமே இந்த டீ பேக் போட்டு கலரை செக் பண்ற மாதிரி, I told you in my life I had planning of 5-year module.
Right.
I said when I'm 65, either my son takes it or I sell it.
This was a long-term plan.
Yeah. So at the age of 60, I decided. My 5-year plan starts 5 years before.
Right.
So I didn't plan it on 55. So I said 60, 65, either I sell my business or I ask my son to join me. But I check whether my son can handle it. So for that, what I did is, it is a gift. I could see long way through. I mean, I could forecast. I had a long plan. When he was 9, 10 years old, I had to get him into my car. When I was going to the restaurant, I had to take him to the kitchen.
Sure.
So got him involved, and the passion irukanu check panne. He had. So he worked 1 year with Bank of New York in London. Okay. And he said, Dad, food business is what matters. He came back. I am lucky, but not that today I was asking the chairman, Nidhi Mohan, so what's your succession plan? He said his son, and then he's got his nephews. But he's planned it. So it's very important, not because of business. Today in Chennai, I have 650 lives depending on me.
True.
Imagine a family has got 4. That means nearly 2,600 people. So I am answerable to them. If I give it to a wrong person, Saravanan Mari, if it goes
dip side,
right? But luckily for Saravanan boys, A to B grew, Sangeeta grew, Geetam new brand came, people jumped. But what happens to the employees if your business closes? So succession plan is very important, and you got to make sure you have a long-term planning is my sincere advice. You got to plan ahead, either to sell if you don't have a member. I mean, today you would have read in papers, Bisleri. He bought it from the Italian Bisleri, Mr. Chauhan, for 4 lakhs. He's now talking to Tata's for 7,000 crores. His daughter raised her hand, I don't want to take this business. He could find Tata's. Do you understand? So then, if the product is good, you will always have a buyer is what it is. So either your family inherits or give it to somebody who can win. So that again, he went to Tata's. Another friend of mine said he had better offer from abroad. He preferred Tata's because he knew the ethics of the company is good. He said he's giving the company to a group which will treat his employees well. That is what I also look for. It's very important because they made you from 4 lakhs to 7,000. It's not you as Ramesh Sharma. Today, I didn't build. It's my team who built me in 16 countries. So I wait. That's what it is.
Thank you, sir. That's a good point, sir. சார் இப்போ எங்களை மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் வெளிநாட்டில் போய் நீங்களும் சொன்னீங்க வெளிநாட்டுக்கு வந்து பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்கிறீங்க. ஒரு பயம் இருக்குது சார். இப்போது ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஸ்டெப் எடுத்து வைக்கிறோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், என்னெல்லாம் பேராமீட்டர்ஸ் வச்சு நான் சர்வே எடுக்கணும் பிஃபோர் ஐ ஈவன் கோ தேர் அண்ட் புட் மை மணி தேர்? ஒரு 4-5 முக்கியமான பேராமீட்டர்ஸ் ஃபார் மீ டு சர்வே நான் வெளிநாட்டு போய் பிஸ்னஸ் பண்ணலாமா வேணாமான்னு பார்க்குறதுக்கு என்ன சார் இருக்கும்?
First, what I would say is, I mean, each of the business has got its own way of checking. Now, in my bakery, I went to Paris. It's like selling coal to the miner.
Exactly.
And anga poitu anga avana Indian bread. Adu illama illa. I am taking croissant manga. Adu vandu French baguette. I am making croissant. Anga da we thought mathi yosi, think different. And the croissant eduthu chicken curry ulla poten.
Chicken croissant.
So it was a sold out. You understand? You have to adopt yourself. And the same thing, you come to Dubai. We did a study that we cannot be doing only the sandwich bread. I have to do the Arabic bread too. So whenever you go to any country, you just don't jump straight in. Go sit there, monitor what is your competition, what is the kind of expenses you folks.
Okay.
The rental. I mean, today in New York, I'm paying $40,000 for a 2,000 square feet per month rent.
Per month rent.
For Saravana Bhavan. Can I afford this? I have to do the numbers. So for that, doing the numbers, I sat next door a Pongal restaurant. 5 நாள் உட்கார்ந்து எவ்வளோ கஸ்டமர் வர்றாங்க, குவாய்ட்டாக அந்த கேஷியர்கிட்ட பேசி, he doesn't know I'm going to open. What is your average per customer? APC more. So we have to calculate all these things before I sign up that $40,000. Blinda, that is what always I attach that word called homework. We go and study. Today, in opening a bakery in a new place, in the airlines level, click பண்ணுவாங்க. How many passengers? And the clicker எடுத்துட்டு we have stood in a street, how many Indians are walking.
Okay.
In Milpitas, when we opened Anjapur, we stood how many Cisco gate la boy, we checked how many Indians are walking into Cisco gate. Milpitas headquarters for Cisco. So many guys, and we will calculate 20% of them will come to eat. Not all the guys will come to eat. Correct. So 20% வந்தாங்கன்னா ஒரு பிரியாணி ஒரு டீ குடிச்சாங்கன்னா இவ்வளோ ஆகும், இவ்வளோ சேல்ஸ், வீக்கெண்ட்ல இவ்வளோ சேல்ஸ் ஆகும், வீக் டேல இவ்வளோ சேல்ஸ் ஆகும், ஏவரேஜ் இவ்வளோ ஆகும். இதை வச்சு நம்ம இந்த ரெண்ட் எடுக்கலாம், இவ்வளோ பேர் எம்ப்ளாய் பண்ணலாம். So this is all test driven, but homework. End of the day, you check your competition, and blindly we don't go. We check and we give 2 years. In our business, food business, which I know I can talk, in 2 years, if it doesn't turn around, we shut shops. Because we have a policy, don't throw good money behind bad money. That's
so resilience வேணும் 2 வருஷத்துக்கு கொஞ்சம் பொறுமையா இருந்து
absolutely
we need to monitor.
So far our homework has helped us to go அதான் வெற்றி கொடியை எங்கேயுமே இறக்கல இது வரைக்கும் ஆண்ட புண்ணியத்தில். Including COVID time, we were successful because as we believed, we took care of the customers and the employees. Mind you, that was very important.
Right, sir. ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக சொல்கிறோம்னா ஹோம்ஒர்க் நம்மளுக்கு இவர் சொல்கிற நிறைய பேராமீட்டர்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம இங்கே மதுரையிலேருந்து விருதுநகர் போனாலும் சரி, திண்டுக்கல் போனாலும் சரி, இதே பேராமீட்டர்ஸ் நம்மளும் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறோம். சார் வந்து போய் அங்கே உட்காந்தே பார்த்துருக்காரு. ஸோ இஃப் தெர் இஸ் பாசிபிலிட்டி இருக்குது, ஆர் இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் சம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் சம்படி ஹூஸ் இந்த பிஸ்னஸில் இருக்காருன்னா வி கேன் ஆல்வேஸ் ட்ரை தட் ஆல்சோ. சார் ஃபுட்டுன்னு வரும்போது டேஸ்ட் வந்து ஒவ்வொரு ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு மாறும். இப்போது மிலானியல்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்கிறோம், ஜென்சின்னு சொல்கிறோம், ஒவ்வொருத்தருக்கு ஒரு டேஸ்ட் மாறும், சாய்ஸ் மாறும், குவாலிட்டின்றது நம்ம டிஃபைன் பண்ணுறதே மாறும். அவங்க ஒரு குவாலிட்டின்றது வேறு டிஃபைன் பண்ணுவாங்க. அப்படின்றப்போ நீங்கள் ஹவு மச் அது எப்படி சார் நீங்கள் காட்ச் பண்ணுறீங்க? எந்த குவாலிட்டி, என்ன ஃபுட் சாய்ஸஸ், என்ன ஃபுட் ப்ரிஃபரன்சஸ், அண்ட் ஹவு ஃபாஸ்ட் யூ அடாப்ட் டு திஸ் சார்?
That is what you listen to the managers who are interacting with the customers. See, we started hot breads, 89. We are going well. So we never relaxed. So when the younger generation, today you talk with the millennials, the computer tech guys who got purchasing power. So what we thought is, these are the people who get 25,000, they'll spend 10,000 on food. Because the first thing they do is they spend on food and clothing.
Correct.
So that is when we started Writers Cafe, focusing on Western food, pizzas, short eats like pastas. So we didn't do only sandwiches. We fine-tuned what you call smoothies. We went and did research how smoothies are sold abroad, in Singapore, in Kuala Lumpur, in USA. I could send my managers because we did market study. So, இப்போ மாற்றம் முன்னேற்றம்ங்கறாங்க இல்லையா, எந்த மாதிரி மாறணும்னு you have to do again, come back to homework. So we started Writers Cafe from 1, we have now 8, 7, 8th one is coming up. That's because the eating habits of people are changing.
Keep changing.
So the guy who ate dosa, 2 days he wants pizza now. Right? So that is how the food courts came in, because mother wants a simple dosa, but the son wants a noodle, daughter wants a pizza. So the food court, we go into food court. So we have to understand the market very clearly. Where the market guides us, we have to go. It is not a question of me sitting, I am great, I am hot breads, I am Saravana Bhavan, I'll give you. Today we are selling in Dubai Saravana Bhavan Chola Bhatura. We are selling Pani Puri because North Indians are coming more as tourists. So you have to give them what they want. It's not that you're sitting back and say, I'll make only masala dosa and sambar, which I'm good at. Okay, but still, if 5 of the family member wants, one guy wants a pani puri, we have to satisfy. If not, the crowd will go to a restaurant where all this is available. So you got to understand the movement of market. That's again social media.
It's an ongoing process, sir.
Absolutely, it's an ongoing process. You never relax. In our food, in any business for that matter.
The research
continuous. If you want growth, the 30% growth doesn't come as a click. You have to work hard. You have to understand the market. That's what we say. Dive deep. Dive deep. That's what it is.
Right, sir. Sir, financial discipline. This is one area where many of big people fall. Financial discipline kondu varradhukku ஒரு entrepreneur 3 or 4 things என்ன சார் சொல்வீங்க?
I would say the discipline comes in each of the entrepreneur. First I tell him is, you got to understand numbers. If not, hire somebody. All our restaurants will have an internal auditor to show the red flag. Right? The minute your food cost, because we have parameters. இப்போ சரவண பவனுக்கு 15% தான் ஃபுட் காஸ்ட். இஃப் 100 ரூபாய்க்கு வித்தாங்கன்னா 15 ரூபாய்க்கு அவங்க பொருள் வாங்கணும். அதே ஒரு அஞ்சப்பர்னு போனீங்கன்னா 100 ரூபாய்க்கு வித்தாங்கன்னா 23 ரூபாய் 25 ரூபாய்னா மட்டன் சிக்கன் இஸ் எக்ஸ்பென்சிவ் தேன் யுவர் பொட்டேட்டோ அண்ட் ஆனியன்ஸ். டு யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? 23%. பட் அந்த லாஸை இங்கே வந்து 6 வெயிட்டர்னா அங்கே 4 வெயிட்டர். ஸோ வி ஹேவ் டு அட்ஜஸ்ட் அண்ட் ஒர்க். We got to understand the numbers, and the financial discipline is, we got to tell the entrepreneurs, whatever comes into your sales cash is not profit. There are expenses, adukku thaniya odiki vechitu, you got to be careful, because English la solvanga, the top line is vanity, bottom line is sanity. The sanity na bottom line only will take you across the 30% growth or growth. So you got to understand, you have to make that profit. If you have to make the profit, you have to understand the costing. In the parameter 12% rent, ஸோ ஒரு பெரிய நல்ல இடம் வந்திருக்குன்ட்டு 20% கொடுத்து ரெண்ட் எடுக்க மாட்டோம். ஏன்னா செலவு பத்தனா வரவு எட்டனா வாழ்க்கை துந்தனான்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? தட் கோஸ் இன் டு எவ்ரி திங். த ஃபினான்ஷியல் டிசிப்ளின் கம்ஸ் இன் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் த நம்பர்ஸ். இஃப் யூ டு நாட் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் த நம்பர்ஸ், ஹையர் சம்படி ஹூ வில் வார்ன் யூ. தட்ஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்.
ஓகே, ஐ திங்க் ஆல்சோ டேக் அ லேர்னிங் ஃப்ரம் நீங்கள் அப்போ சொல்லும் போது இன்னைக்கு காலையில் கூட நான் நம்பர்ஸ் பார்க்குறேன். எவ்ரிடே மார்னிங் ஆர் எவ்ரி அதர் டே நான் நம்பர்ஸ் பார்த்து தான் முடிவு எடுக்கிறேன் அப்படின்றது நம்பர்ஸோட இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸை திருப்பி வலியுறுத்துது சார். ரைட் சார், ரைட் சார். ஆட்டோமேஷன் ஃப்யூச்சர் எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? ஆர் எங்கிட்ட ஒர்க் பண்ணுற எம்ப்ளாயிஸ்க்கு அது பயம் இருக்கும். ஏன்னா இப்போது லேபர் இன்டென்சிவ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஆட்டோமேஷனோ மெக்கனைசேஷனோ வரும்போது, நிறைய மெஷின்ஸ் வரும்போது அவங்க விட்டுட்டு போவாங்க, இல்லாட்டி அது உங்களுக்கு பாதிச்சிருக்கா சார்? ஏன்னா நீங்கள் அந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் இருந்துருக்கிறீங்க, நிறைய மிஷின்ஸ் எம்ப்ளாய் பண்ணியிருப்பீங்க, அது எப்படி சார் ஓவர் கம் பண்ணீங்க?
See, we have to, like in USA, where the bulk cooking, sambar is done by a machine now. Labor shortage. அங்கே வந்து விசா ஷெஃப்ஸு கொடுக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. ஸோ த எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் ஷெஃப்ஸ் ஆர் பிகமிங் டயர்ட். ஏன்னா கிண்டுற வேலை, physical. So we went to Taiwan, we brought the pattern, gave it to American machine because those machine cannot get the clearance from Food and Drug Authority here. FDA clearance, curricular. So we got a manufacturer to make it there. So we have to automate it in certain places. But most of the things in bakery, almost 55-60% is mechanized. But in restaurants, human labor is important because whatever you do, unga nail muduval dosa machine cannot make it. Impossible. That's what it is. So we have to get into people, and that's human resource important for us.
Sir, again I just take a question to the HR part. Or salary, or incentive, or promotion. இது ஹவு ஃப்ரீக்வெண்ட்லி இதை ரீவொர்க் பண்ண வேண்டியது இருக்கும் சார்? ஏன்னா இதில் செட் பண்ணி போகலாமா 1 இயருக்கு 1.5 இயர்ஸ்க்கு, இல்லை டிபெண்டிங் அப்பான் பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ்? ஏன்னா இங்கே பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் டாக்ஸ் மோர் இல்லையா? அப்போ இது ஹவு ஃப்ரீக்வெண்ட்லி யூ ரீவொர்க் சார்?
See, the work we do is budgeting. Okay. The budgets in our restaurant industry is done on a quarterly basis.
Quarterly budgets.
The incentives are given according to the sales he is doing.
Sales-based incentive.
So we tell them this is the projected level. This many customers have come in the month of November is a bad month compared to December. December is a festive month. Do you understand? If you go to February, it's an examination month. The children don't come. If the children don't come, juice won't sell. அப்பா வந்தாருன்னா ஒரு நூடுல்ஸ் மட்டும் சாப்பிட்டு போயிடுவாரு. பையன் வந்தாதான், he doesn't bother, it's அப்பா's money. So he'll say எனக்கு ஆரஞ்சு ஜூஸ் வேணுமா. So we understand this kind of consequences. When father and mother comes, they understand the value of money. ஒரு நூடுல் வாங்கி ஷேர் பண்ணிக்குவாங்க. பையன் வந்தா இல்லை எனக்கு கோபி மஞ்சூரியன் வேணும். Appa will never refuse because Appa has to please, he has to eat something. So in the month of February where the exams are there, the children don't come outside. So we work out budgets. The past year, the 2 years back, what is done, the same week. So that's again the number game. So we got to forecast, and budgeting is very important even for a small restaurant. So we don't take it for granted, and if they don't achieve, in another 2 months we correct the expenses. If not, the minute we run into losses, as I said, 24 months is the cutoff period. And loss of business means loss of jobs. So we got to keep pressing the brakes whenever it's required.
The numbers வந்து அடுத்த லெவல் வரைக்கும் போய் சேர்க்க முடியுதா சார்? Your first line manager may know the importance of number. Maybe the supervisor. How about the second level, third?
You're 100% right. It's only the manager and chef who will work with the numbers. 2 guys. Because a ship has got a captain. All the others are sailors. They don't have to know, they're only rowing. They don't have to know the direction. It's the captain who's checking the meter and putting the direction. So it's the chef who looks into the cost of the ingredients. The manager, he takes the overall cost. These 2 guys sit with my accounts number man. So you got to understand whom you give the key to start the engine. That's up to you. That is what the knowledge of business is.
Super sir, very good sir. Sir, நிறைய பாசிட்டிவ்ஸ் பேசிட்டோம். ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு மாற்றத்துக்காக ஒரு பெரிய தோல்வி உங்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் உங்களை ரொம்ப மாற்றி போட்ட மாதிரி ஒரு நிகழ்ச்சி ஏதாவது இருக்கா? அதுலேருந்து எப்படி வெளியே வந்தீங்க?
Yes, I mean absolutely, which I want to tell you at the end of the thing. I'll tell you 2 things. COVID was a very, very difficult time for us. We shut down 10 restaurants, and the partner in Singapore, because as I said to you, we don't run business of Saravanabavan or Anjappar. I run business of Hotbeds, only my brand. Other businesses we invest because we believe in our partners. Our name is only Mahadevan. I can't be an omnipresent God, you understand? So I can't be everywhere. We understand our particular liabilities and responsibilities. We work with the partner. One fine night, 11 o'clock, I get a call. I've shut all the shops. I'm taking the 11:30 flight. My partner quit and left. He came back to Chennai. So luckily for me, I have an Anjappar guy working there. We had to shift the staff. First, we had to feed them and lock all the 10 restaurants. And I had to request my Anjappar partner to go and hand over the keys to the landlords and file a petition, use the force majeure clause, God's act of God, file a petition, the small cause court. We raised our hand. That's it. Our partner went off. So that was a difficult moment. And coming back here, 30 years, all people to understand the young entrepreneurs. I've made mistakes, I've said to you. The way I was growing, I was not properly monitoring my accounts. Account maintaining, numbers we monitor, the bank accounts, what check, when we are doing, because in Dubai is my head office.
Okay.
If they know KYC, if they know you're a decent guy, you're not a terrorist, you're not a drug dealer, they don't care. I can take $200,000, put it in the bank, withdraw $200,000, no questions asked. So because no balance sheets, and no P&L account to be submitted to the government. We never maintained the account. After 30 years, suddenly the government of India woke up. They said, Ms. Mahadevan, in these 3-4 years, you're maintained because my auditor will check my passport. I'm a non-resident. 180 days, I always maintain. But suddenly the income tax came back and monitored and said, your flight left at 12:55, not at 11:55, so you're gone 182 days. So you are a resident here in Ghana, which is difficult for me to understand. The lawyers have clearly said the minute you cross the immigration, the
stamping is done.
That's right. Okay. But now I've gone for appeal. I'll surely win the case. But the kind of trauma you go through. Do you understand? So they ask for the accounts. I never maintain accounts. So they think purposely, because in Dubai you don't have to maintain accounts. As I said to you, sincerely I followed the rules. I don't care because there's no point in keeping a chartered accountant, in making numbers, keeping your books in Dubai, because you don't have to file. Inge company law board is not there. In Dubai, you're a free man. Nobody asks you anything. The tax is coming here. And all my 16 countries' bank account is in Dubai. The dividends come in, we spend. Opening here, money goes to New York. Opening in Vancouver, money goes to Vancouver. Dividends come in from Singapore, it's maintained. Only passbook here. We don't know where it's come. After 5 years back, if you ask me whom you issue the check, there's no record there because there's no accounts kept. Not required. So we always accepted you because need to. So this is a setback I had, but we are fighting because my auditor and the tax lawyer, Arvind Dattar, is a very senior man. He said the minute you cross the immigration, which is a stamp is there, what time the flight takes off, it's not my headache. So, but still, this has been a major impact. When the government questions, no, you're not paid tax. If you get accused for something which you can't digest, if you're a genuine person, it hurts you. That's one setback I had in my life. I wish whether you require or not, to the youngsters, I would say now, maintain accounts.
Maintain accounts.
That's what I would say. That's a lesson I've learned it because if I don't tell you what are the mistakes I've made, it's not that, as I said to you, I'm a perfect man. Nobody is perfect. Right? So, very, very bad. And that too, 3 days they said, give me this account. When I tell them, listen, in Dubai, they don't understand. Because for him, he's a bureaucrat sitting, he can ask questions, right? That's what it is. But we don't care because we've gone appeal. And we are sure because the lawyer says very clearly the earlier court case law says, wherein they say the minute you cross the immigration, because we go with the record I have. What's the record I have? Is the passport. And the stamp is, I've gone on 29th of March. But the flight left at 30th at 12:55. So that 55 minutes, he says, one day stayed you there, so it becomes a resident. So it can come to anybody. So the lesson I learned now is, I'll hire an accountant, whether you need it or not, I'm maintaining the
நம்ம
books.
இதை அப்படியே ஃபினான்ஷியல் டிசிப்ளின்லேயே கொண்டு போய் சேர்த்துக்கலாம்.
ஆமாம்.
வரும் வராதுன்றதை தாண்டி மெயின்டைன் பண்ணிடுவோம்.
That's right. But one thing is, monitoring the numbers are different, maintaining the accounts is different. Monitoring the numbers, very important for us. The minute the P&L account we see it's positive, okay, we made money, we don't care. That's what it is. Because the bank balance is there. That's it.
Super, sir. I think last 2-3 questions.
Yes, I mean, hope they are not feeling hungry. I've had a very late lunch for information.
Sir, இப்போ தங்கப்பாண்டியன் சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி நம்பர்ஸில் கிட்டத்தட்ட 4000 மக்கள் யூ ஹாவ் அண்ட் 18 நாடுகள், கிட்டத்தட்ட 468 ஹோட்டல்ஸ். அப்போ இவ்வளோ பெரிய ஒரு சாம்ராஜ்யத்தை நீங்கள் பார்க்கும்போது இதுக்கான ரிப்போர்ட்ஸ் நீங்கள் பார்க்குறீங்க, ஒரு MIS பார்க்குறீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், என்ன ஒரு 3-4 இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் பேராமீட்டர் பார்க்கணும். ஏன்னா இன் டீட்டெயிலாக பார்க்க முடியாது. There is no space for that. So முக்கியமான ஒரு 3-4 parameters என்ன சார்?
As I said to you, the opening statement was
macro level. ஆமாம்.
Opening statement, in God and in my partners I trust.
Trust, okay.
So we don't dive deep into the numbers. I have incidences wherein my partners bought his daughter's Indian restaurant. He's bought liquor for the Indian restaurant, build it on Saravanabavan where I don't sell liquor. Kanna mudittu, okay. So the parameter what we look at is the retained earnings. And the varsham pota investment what's the return is given. That is how much is the dividend, because as I said to you, most of the dividends come by checks into the accounts. So the parameter we look at is the treatment of my boys. Wherever restaurant I go, first thing is I go to the kitchen. Tabi nalla irukku, because most of the guys have gone from Chennai. So I walk into the kitchen. I go once a, because in 16 countries I can't be everywhere. So I go check. Nalla irukku thambi, saaptiya, odambu okay? That's all. 3 questions. He's happy. I've come. I ask him, ஊர்ல எல்லாம் ஓகேயா? இமீடியட்டா ஒரு போட்டோ, சார் வீடு கட்டிட்டேன் சார், ஒரு குடிசை வச்சிருந்தேன் சார், இப்போ இங்கே டாலா சேவ் பண்ணி தேக்கு மரத்தில் கட்டியிருக்கேன் சார். That gives me a lot of satisfaction. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Sir, then the last question. இதுக்கப்புறம் I'll take you to ஒரு சின்ன quiz, visual quiz வச்சிருக்கேன் சார். அது வரைக்கும் கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. லாஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் என்ன சார்? ஐ திங்க் இது கொஞ்சமாக நீங்கள் டச்சும் பண்ணீங்க, பட் ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு எலாபரேட்டாக கேட்குறதுக்காக கேட்குறேன். நிறைய பெரிய ஃபுட் பிஸ்னஸாக இருக்கட்டும், இல்லாட்டி ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்லி ஃபுட் பிஸ்னஸில் நம்ம ரீஜனை தாண்டி வெளியே போய் வளரவே இல்லை. நிறைய பெரிய பிராண்ட்ஸ். என்ன பயம், என்ன காரணம்? What could be the reason? I don't want to give names, but
you're right. I mean,
what is stopping them to go?
No, as I told my friend, I don't want you to be a visitor. Please come as a participant, take a stall. If Tilda's come, you're better than Tilda in my mind. You come and sell. He's selling biryani now, we'll make lemon rice and sell it, coconut rice and sell it. So you teach these guys, my rice is also equally or better than basmati. That's what it is. So a place like Dubai, which is only 3.5 hours flight from Chennai, I have not seen our Indian products. It hurts me. That's because, as I said to you, my first plea is, please, appa sollitu poitaanga, kadal karandu draviyam thelum. Adu elvi vechirukom, but we didn't go. But I could see it. I wanted to make in dollars. Right?
So big aim,
aim.
I didn't dream big.
Absolutely, because nama vandu gundukulle chatti ootittu like a frog in the well we are sitting. Right, today this Haji Musa's person, I told him, come and open in Dubai. Market is growing because Russians not going anywhere, they're all investing in Dubai now.
Correct.
So they can't go anywhere. So market is good, come and open here. But he said, chalta hai chalne do. I don't know how many people know. See, to get Anachi took me 1 year. He didn't want to. So I'm happy. Look at my sale price. I'm happy, sir. Yes, sir. So that was the attitude. For me, I'm making
just devil's advocate. போதும்ன்ற மனமே நம்ம சொல்றோம்ல சார், போதும் அப்படிங்கிறப்போ I don't want to grow more. இந்த ஆட்டிடியூட் தான் எனக்கு தடுக்குதா சார் வெளியே போகிறதுக்கு?
That is possible when you become like 68 plus.
Okay.
It is not possible with that gentleman sitting there. I'm sorry, I'm pinpointing you. Unfortunately, you opened your mouth, right? So, what when you are in the drive, kill.
And the risk
Kill. I'm not saying this. The kolaivarin solranga, kill. That is what brought me sitting in this chair.
Super.
At that age, I said, if this guy is spending 550 a day, I mean, that's not my salary a month, right? So that very has to, that we call it the fire in the belly.
Fire in the belly.
And that fire should grow. That's why I'm pleading with people wherever. Last week I was with Lila Institute of Business. I was telling the students, okay, I was addressing the students, I go to colleges, I said, if 5 of you all become Mahadevan, I'm happy. 5 into 5,500, 25,000. Today we have 10 million jobs we have to create in this country. So many young graduates are passing out. If everybody wants jobs, somebody has to create a job.
Yes.
Right? And why not? I mean, today I am proud to tell you, if I had gone earlier, rather than 10 of my hotbeds boys, maybe 100 boys would have become citizens of US. Right? It is possible. Why not the other guys? Why didn't these guys go? The same thing in Toronto. We have 4 Sadhavana Bhavans. If we had gone earlier, it would have been 10, 12 now. That's because those days, the visas were easier. After 9/11, in USA, 0 visa for Asians. If I had gone before, maybe there would have been 50 Sadhavana Bhavans. We are only 15 now. So this is what's stopping. So unless wise you dream big, right? But don't stop with dreaming big. You got to engage gear and move. That's what I would say. That's what it is.
So quickly, I just want you to come here.
Sure.
Watch this visuals.
Sure.
நான் சில pictures நான் போட்டிருக்கேன் உங்களுக்காக.
Okay.
பார்த்துட்டு what என்ன அப்படின்னு சொல்லுங்க சார்.
Right. Okay.
So one by one, just ஒரு click மட்டும் தான். This is called guess what ன்னு படிக்கலாம். Guess what ன்னு எப்படி நம்ம வாசிக்கலாம்.
Right. Okay.
So just ஒரு click மட்டும் சார். அவ்வளவுதான். What is the occasion, sir?
Oh Lord, it's difficult for me, as I said to you.
அடுத்த ஒரு click மட்டும். It says South Scoops Lifestyle Award.
I mean, in Feathers Hotel it happened.
Okay.
Okay, I could see the feathers there, I could collect it.
Okay.
That's
என்ன
right.
விஷயத்துக்கான award?
So it's again being one of the best employer of the city of Chennai.
Best employer.
Yes, how I treated, because the feathers brought me up. And that's what it is. No. The gray. I mean, you wish you would have called me earlier. And yesterday, I'll tell you, I had a kind of I went to eat in the restaurant, Ole Puttu. The girls were so touched that I was there. There's 18 ladies. Paadi venda fish kudutanga, so last night I couldn't sleep. I had a fish curry and came in. They were so excited they didn't know. So I couldn't sleep properly last night. So that was, I was only saying a prayer to my Meenakshi Amman and my Amman in Thiruvettuyur irukanga. Vadivudi Amman, I should come and share because Rajavel sir has chased me yesterday. Today sir, we should deliver the young audience coming in. I'm only saying I'm happy. Hope I did some justification for your presence. That's what it is.
So next one.
This is my chocolate chef. I told you, right? This I could collect because I said in France I had to get a Frenchman.
Correct.
Right? I couldn't afford him. Right? I borrowed money, paid 5,000 euros. His name is one of the top chocolatier. So he came and helped, and that's the shop. When I recruited him, if you can see in that corner, it's called the French loaf. The corner, that's a new brand I created. He came to launch it. I told him, come here, because we Indians also want white skin. You know, you understand? So I brought him here. That gave me a boost. Frenchman making chocolates. I mean, Indian man makes better chocolates in Dubai. If you come even now to hot breads, there'll be a French chef's photograph there. Because, I mean, I don't blame them. Because the Arabs feel that chocolates can be made better than by the Europeans and Indians. It's okay. We are good in dosas, we are proud about it, shut up. That's what it is.
So next one, sir. Is ready for article, sir? Talking about.
Sure.
So next one. This is just a testimony.
Right.
So can you just recollect something about it? See, Kumaravel talks about it.
All right, okay. Absolutely. I think that was Kumaravel. He gave me this thing. It's taken in Writers Cafe. Writers Cafe, where I've employed victims of acid burn.
அது அடுத்து இருப்பாரு.
Abdingla. Okay, that is what it is. So this was taken, the Kumaravel, you can see him there. This was taken when he came in and presented a book for me, encouraging me to employ differently able people. So now we opened a cafe, 100% working with autistic people. CM Stalin opened. The commissioner of differently abled in Chennai gave me 3,000 square feet and said, Ms. Mahadevan, you invest, we're giving you the space. So employing, teaching autistic children in special school. That is what giving back, differently able. That's very important.
The next one. The next one. Yeah. Fully automated, open to view bread making, pastry and bread cafe in Chennai.
Yes, Mint article in 2008. This is the hotbeds which I opened when I moved out from my partners. Okay. I went on my own. Sondama, because I had 6 partners with me when I started Cascade and Hotbreads. But then I decided when I went abroad, I will go on my own because I couldn't do justification of keeping the 6 partners and going away 180 days there and getting a share of profits here. So we divided the assets, we gave them the bakery, I took the brand, I started on my own. So in partnership, you got to be very, very careful. You got to be understanding of what the other man thinks. It's always not you. It's also I and you. So an agreement, it's we. In an agreement, both have to make money. That's what the survival is, what it is. That's the first bakery in Kathil Road. This is all the acid burn victims you see. All of the girls. I brought a Swiss lady to train them. Yeah. It's all prevention and victim care, burn victims. This is Writers Cafe, the first set of girls I picked up, 8 of them. Because what happens is, 60 to 70 girls, there's only one burn ward in entire, biggest burn ward in entire Tamil Nadu. It's in Kilpauk General Hospital. If you see it, only girls get burnt. Either by the mother-in-law or by the boyfriend, he throws an acid. Why? He comes and proposes, you marry me. She says no. If I don't get you, nobody gets you. The next day he comes in a bike, throws an acid. The people who can't go back home, we give them a hostel facility in Ananagar, and we give them a psychiatric help and a physiotherapy. They undergo minimum 12 to 16 plastic surgery to remake their faces. That girl, Pramila, who's standing there, she's got one single child, husband and mother-in-law through kerosene and burnt her. She's filed a case, attempt to murder, it's still going on. So she's living with police protection. She comes and works even today. She comes all the way from Chengalpet, 2 hours going and coming. This is what life, that's when I tell you, when you sleep tonight comfortably, think of these people, how lucky we are, and give back. That's what I say. Yes.
Please.
Spend time with people. It's very important. Any day, Mr. Nidhi took me today to...
Rather than money, you are specific...
Absolutely. Time is important. In 2 ways, I'll tell you. First is, today the chairman came and took me across to his club. He's opened a badminton club. So that's what even Mr. Chandramohan is a dear friend of mine, Hatson, agro person. He'll always say, Mahadevan, cultivate people, good friends. End of the day, we all work hard. So much stress we go through. Where do we go and relax with the family and friends? So, if you think you're buying a very good sari for your wife, it doesn't end there. Very expensive sari. Take her out, spend time with her. That matters for me. It's very important. That too, when I'm an NRI, only 6 months, I'll be in India. 50% time I'm not here. So when I come back, mostly I don't go to any of the outings. I stay back with my family, make sure I have one meal with my son, daughter, and wife. That's what I would preach you. Because they say in English, no? The family who eats together, play together, stay together.
Stays together.
That is one thing. This is the second one. I'll come back to you. I help an organization called Little Drops. We have 1,000 destitute men and women. The own son has brought the father who's got dementia and Alzheimer, and told the keeper, Mr. Paul, I work close with the Paul, he's the founder of Little Drops. I found him in bus stop, keep him here, the own son.
Okay.
That kind of a state is what we are living in. Please feel for your parents. He left him there, and the father thought he's brought him and kept him for some time. Every day morning, for 6 months, he used to pack and wait near the gate. My son is coming to pick me up. Okay. The son never came. This is what today's India. I'm saying it might be happening in other country. And there I give bread for the breakfast for those people free of charge, because Paul was struggling. We started with 200 people. Today he's got 850 people homeless. I told you I slept on the veranda. I feel for the homeless. So I sent bread. When I was walking past, one lady held my hand. Elderly person. ஐயா நீங்க தான் எங்களுக்கு டெய்லி பிரெட் கொடுக்குறீங்க ஐயா, ஒரு 5 நிமிஷம் உட்காந்து பேசிட்டு போங்க ஐயா. she said, ஏமான்னு கேட்டேன். 3 மாசம் ஆச்சியா யாருமே என்கிட்ட பேசலன்னு. Because the volunteers there, they have to give bath, they have to give medicines, they make sure these people take medicines, they have to give food, because most of them are 78, 80, there are 30 deaths every month. Mind you, Paul buries them. I asked them why. Sir, 30 deaths, if I had to cremate them, each cost 1,800 rupees more to cremate, so I don't have that 54,000 extra. Look at the way, right? This is what touched me. So that lady held my hand. ஒரு 5 நிமிஷம் உட்கார்ந்து பேசிட்டு போங்கயா. How much we take for granted. We go home, we throw a shirt, watch the television, and சாப்பாடு ரெடியா போடுவா, tell the wife, right? Yeah, all this, we take so many things for granted. Spend time, not money. A Kanjivaram silk saree will never match 2 hours of chatting with your wife, is what I personally feel. That's what it is.
அதோட கண்டினியூஷனாக next part. Sir, the title. Thank you, sir.
That's my son Tarun.
Mahadevan.
I think he addressed us some time back. He came here. The first statement, because I couldn't come, it was some time back. He came here. That's the time Tarun, along with this Ramraj owner, had come. I don't know how many people, I don't know, it's S or something. He came on the stage. My father couldn't come. Better for you, you're seeing a younger man and smarter man, he said. He told the audience. An audience clapped, I believe. That's Tarun Mahadevan, my son, who's come in and taken over my business and relieved me. Because, not because of the money, but that X number of people, 650 plus 200, because that's Cream Center. Their jobs, their life will continue, their son's education. That is more important for me. There's a country, the minute they came in, a lot of my employees came and thanked me. Sir, we know our job is secure. That is what you said, succession plan.
Yes.
That's it.
So next one. Food for thought. This is a book written by Rashmi Bansal, Correct the Dots ஒரு book.
Correct.
நிறைய MBA படிக்கிறவங்க இல்லாட்டி ஜென்ரலாக மோட்டிவேஷன் புக் படிக்கிறவங்க படிச்சிருப்பாங்க. அதில் ஒரு சாப்டர் சார் பற்றி இருக்கு. அந்த சாப்டர் டைட்டில் இஸ் கால்ட் ஃபுட் ஃபார் தாட். நிறைய காலேஜஸில் ஸ்கூல்ஸில் இந்த புக்கை படிக்க சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ சார் பற்றி ஒரு சாப்டரே இருக்குது. அதில் பற்றி நிறைய ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஸ் பற்றி சாப்டர் இருக்குது, நான் MBA ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஸ் பற்றி. ஸோ அதில் சாரும் ஃபீச்சர்.
After that book came in, so many requests came from colleges to come and address. That's where I go and tell them, listen, when I finish, if I put in a fire of 5 bellies, usually it will be a student of 200, 250 people. If 5 fellows can become entrepreneurs today, I put that kind of inspiration, I'm a happy man. That's what I said. As I told you, if everybody needs a job, somebody has to give a job. That's it.
That's it. I think with that,
that's it. Food for thought.
I'd like to have a big thank you and a big applause.
Thank you. Thanks to Mr. Rajvel sir, wherever he is, for following up the chairman, Nidhi Mohan. We'll see you later, maybe for ISKCON. My journey continues now with the community, not with business. So when you go back, just think of only one thing. Work hard. When you reach my stage, give back. That's the only statement.